The graphs show the amount being paid in Social Security benefits and the amount going into the system. All data are expressed in billions of dollars. Amounts from 2008 through 2024 are projections. So, from this graph, we have a model that says the data for the system's outflow can be modeled by this formula. B is equal to 0.07x squared plus 47.4x plus 500, where in this case B represents the amount paid in benefits in billions of dollars, X years after 2004. According to this model, when will the amount paid in benefits be $1,177 billion? Round to the nearest year. So in other words, what we really need to do is substitute this 1,177 in for B in our equation and try to determine X to the nearest year. So let's do that. Here's our formula again. We're going to substitute 1,177 in for B, and the right-hand side will remain the same. Now, we have a quadratic equation that we really are going to need a calculator to help us solve. So, in order to put it into standard form, let's first subtract 1,177 from both sides of the equation, and we'll get 0 equals 0.07x squared plus 47.4x, 500 minus 1,177 equals negative 677. And we can substitute right into the quadratic formula using for A 0.07, for B we'll use 47.4, and for C we'll use negative 677. And X is equal to negative B 47.4 plus or minus the square root of B squared, 47.4 squared, minus 4 times A, which is 0.07, times C, which is negative 677, and that's all over 2 times A, which is 0.07. So we need to simplify this. When we do, we can plug this into either a scientific or a graphing calculator, and we'll come out with two possible solutions. Notice the first solution will be negative 47.4 plus this radical divided by 2.07, 2 times 0.07, and the second one will be x equals negative 47.4 minus some value. We can automatically exclude the second value because it would be a negative year, and we're looking for years after 2004. So really our only solution is going to be approximated by negative 47.4 plus whatever I get when I calculate this radical divided by 2.07. In the calculator, it's equal to approximately 13.99, and we're asked to round to the nearest year. So therefore, we can say x is equal to 14. So the answer to our question says, according to this model, when will the amount paid in benefits be equal to $1,177 billion? Well, when x is 14, or 14 years after 2004. So the answer will be 14 years after 2004, which is the year 2018.